Right, I'm on. Is the mic coming through? The mic is coming through. Brilliant. So, uh, good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C for the first time in a few months. Since we were last here, you may notice some little changes. If I just also put this up. The first change is that the audio is hopefully better because I've managed to buy some proper audio equipment. I don't think, has this been seen on stream? I think it has been seen on stream, but not on a Practicing Programming in C thing. So yep, I've got an interface and I've got a mic. But unfortunately, there seems to be a bit of a problem with it connecting to the USB thing. And I presume it's a problem with the laptop. So if it cuts out, if the audio cuts out at any point, that's the problem. I don't know what I can do about that, besides buying a new system. The second change is we have 4coder, and this is the editor that I will be using all the time on these streams. I haven't really used it much before, so I'm going to be kind of like learning how it all works. And the first stream today is actually going to be trying to make the build thing use the current file. So that's basically what we're up to today. I've got no idea how to go about it, so I'll just pop some music on and dive straight in. So what's going on down there in the Twitch chat? William Bundy. It's a Mivlo. Hello, William. Or Will, rather. I always get thrown when the whole name is written out. Great to see you, dude. How are you feeling? Are you getting over the con flu at all? I hope you are. Yeah. So, hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Now I had done this. I had done it in a previous stream actually. Setting up this. You brought it. So it was you who disseminated it across the whole con. Static Motion, hello. Very good, cheers. Mr. Clear, awesome. Yeah, I've still got like just the last remnants of it. I mean, I've got like the old trusty fisherman's friends. I might pop one during the stream, but I'm not expecting the stream to be that long, honestly. Depending on how long this 4coder setup takes, I might just do the 4coder setup and then call it, or I might go on to the actual practicing bit of it. But we'll have to see. Yeah. So all I'm doing is getting the build to use the current file, because if I can go to here, yeah, okay. So this is the one build system, and this is the file that I will be working in. So I'm going to have like an int main and all that stuff. But the one build system kind of entails building it all in the same file, basically. But I don't believe 4coder currently has that. You currently use a make file or a build.sh file, I believe. Build.bat is there. Yeah, right, okay, so this is going to be this stuff here. Build search rule for Linux. So there's probably just something very simple I need to just change here in order to make it use the current file. So let's see. I mean, the obvious thing is this guy here. I suppose also I should mention that I'm a total beginner to C. So kind of diving into a new code base is kind of tough for me because it's all kind of it's already there. I don't really have much of a perspective as to what it's all doing. Yeah, we have to get to work on that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it can do. What's the exactly trying to do? Okay, so all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so that when you hit the build key, there's like a shortcut to build the project. So change the build panel. Oh right, build to, okay, so yeah, right. So I think it's Alt M. So when you hit Alt M, currently what it does, according to this, is that the behaviour is similar. So it searches the current hot directory and up through all parent directories for build.sh on Linux, and if that fails, it looks for a make file. So instead of doing the search up the directories, I want it to just well, it does the search up and then it executes the build file. I want it, rather than doing the search, it just executes the current file when I hit Alt M. That's basically what I'm doing. Yeah, why am I saying your OS? I don't think I have a reasonable explanation for that. Yeah. I suppose because I don't use it, maybe. So yeah, essentially that's all I'm trying to do, Will. I'm just trying to make it execute the current file. So execute standard build search. It's not really a search as such. That one, so it's just a. Or I mean, is it a search? Standard build search again. There's another. Oh right, okay. So is this like an overloaded function? I wonder. Execute standard build search. Standard build search. Get build directory. Get build directory results. Tell you what, I'm biased. I suppose I am kind of biased, yeah. That's a good question. Does it not build a hit Alt M? That's a very good question. I doubt it, honestly, but now that's interesting because did it actually build it? And also, this file isn't made executable. I just happen to know that it's not executable. Where am I? Okay, this is my practice thing, an RLE. Right. So there's no RLE.c. If I just make a, what is this? In main. That's it, isn't it? An Alt M. So execute code 0. Have I got an RLE? No, I haven't. I'll tell you what I'll just do actually. I'll just quickly make a build.sh. Oh. Ah, right, that's probably what happened then. Right, it found that. Just move that. So now if I try to build, it should fail. Yeah, it couldn't find makefile. Yeah. So it tried to find, according to the documents, it tried to find the build.sh. It failed because I just moved it, and it looked for a makefile and just said could not find makefile. Can I make the 4coder build command output the file it's running to build? 4coder build command. Output the file it's running to build. Yeah, probably could actually, yeah. Could I? Maybe? I mean, I'm sure I could. Well, I'm sure somebody could. That I could. Make a similar to a C file. Oh, sorry. So he's saying... Oh, that's kind of that's kind of a funky way of doing it, actually. I mean, strictly speaking, it's a bit of a hack, but I suppose it would just get us going, wouldn't it? So you're saying do this, aren't you? Ah, interesting. File not recognised. Right. Okay. So it's the wrong format for a build.sh file, apparently. That'd be for debug mainly, what I suggest. That's kind of interesting. I wonder... I'm pretty sure that this command is actually correct. And build.sh. Can I actually... I can run that here. Not recognised. Oh. I'll tell you what, actually. It's probably trying to... yeah, it's actually using the... It's using the wrong file. That's what it is. If I just comment that... hang on, how do you comment in here? Yeah. I'm going to have to do... I'm going to have to hard code it. That's the problem, you see. I think. Yeah, I can't actually do that. I have to do rle.c, and I want to output it to rle. Yeah, that's kind of like what I want to avoid. But I mean, for now, it'd kind of do it. I presume. Yeah. Now I have got an rle file somewhere. Yeah, I have. It does sod all. So let's just try. Let's try and print something. See if I can remember how to do this. Pretty sure that's correct. Oh, right, yeah, of course. I also need to remember not to do the vim commands. Is it not in standard IO? What's the warning saying? Does it tell me where it is? Standard lib? Is it standard lib? Nope. Oh, it's misspelled. There we go. Right, let's try again. Yes. Awesome. Finally. Okay. Awesome. So I can actually program. Print, yeah, cheers man. So yeah, let's go for it. Basically what I'm doing is I want to do a run like encoding thing. Oh, it's stdio. Oh yeah, I've got it. So there's quite a lot of lag actually here, unfortunately. I might just check if I've dropped any frames as well. And I haven't. Is the balance alright, by the way, of the audio? Pros and cons using a proportional font, indeed. Yeah, that's true. Might change that. A bit more familiar. Yeah, so I don't think I'll ever understand the pro-proportional people. We'll have to see. I'll have to see when Alan has developed the kind of... I think he's got some plans for intelligent spacing. You know, like smart white space stuff. It'd be interesting to see. how that works out. Although, like, I don't know how that could handle like within line things. You know, like if you wanted to line up, multiple things to do the same thing on different values. I don't know how we could get that to line up. I don't know, but yeah, I like Inconsolata for most things actually. Yeah, right. So I kind of need to switch gears here into being able to do a bit of a run-line encoder. So let's just start off by saying what it does. Get this the right way around. Yeah. So run line encoding. Right, example input. Something like that. Basically, all it does is you encode what the value is and how many times that value appears consecutively. That's pretty much it, isn't it? I think. So I think I need a struct, which I haven't actually done before. I've never actually made a struct before. So I'll probably screw this up. It's something like that. Let's just say yeah, let's say it's a car, right? And this is the run length. Don't know if this is just a type, but I do believe this is called run length encoding. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Run length encoding. So let's just see if that actually builds. Okay, so it does build. Needs to be outside main. Name needs to come before semicolon. Ah, okay. So if I do this, that's still working. No, just put the name right after this, right after struct. Well, this is C99, or at least it's not C++. Because yeah, I know what you're saying. You usually see people doing like this, don't you? Like I've seen Casey do this. I think it's that, isn't it? And then whatever. Oh, it's not failing. Why is that not failing? Yeah, okay, so if I do this, I can't refer to the structure inside itself. I'm not 100% sure I understand quite that. But if I try to do, oops, struct hourly. Is that, are you sure? Because I thought, well, I mean, you must be right. But I thought that type defing it meant that you could then, you didn't have to refer to it as struct hourly. But if you did it this way, you'd have to do it as like, you would have to do struct stuff every time. So like struct stuff, whatever, equals, what was it? Was it earnings? Yeah. Well, that's not quite correct. Hourly var. Struct stuff var. Okay. So without the dot. Not every time. Okay. When I right, okay. Well, that's not working then. Struct stuff. Struct var equals. Oh, right. Oh, of course, yeah, because all this stuff is, of course, because it's a type, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not very familiar with doing this thing. Right, yeah. I think he means you need struct hourly inside the hourly struct, because I didn't give the name before declaring it. I need struct. But right, yeah. Yeah, right. Because the name before I'd have to always. Okay. Yeah, because like this type, it's like doing, you know, like you've got an int as a type, isn't it? It's like doing, oh sorry, no, it's like doing, you've got int, number, right? Then it's kind of like doing, something. Try adding hourly that next, or something inside hourly. Okay. Hourly text. Are you suggesting this isn't going to work? Because it hasn't been named yet? Yeah, and then type name. Okay. Interesting, so I can do it like that. So, so what you're saying, static motion, is that you do that. Is that correct? So you can then do this. No. I'd only have to type their struct. Must use struct tag. Okay, because it's just up there, I presume. Interesting. So, so you can then refer to it in the struct. Right, I understand what you're saying now. Now, because I've type def, mind you, yeah, because I've type defed it. I thought the whole point of type defing it was that you didn't need to write struct everywhere. uh, a run length. Could this work? Yeah, this does work. Does this work? That does work. Now I think this works because I've done the type def, doesn't it? Whereas I can't, this won't work because I didn't type def it. Yeah, I think that's what I seem to remember being the case. So what he's basically saying is, that's kind of interesting actually, that where's the type def until you finish the struct. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Yeah, because I haven't got down here and named it and closed it all off. It's kind of interesting. Guess the compiler doesn't know that RLE is a struct yet inside the struct definition. Just trust me, this is a struct. Look at, yeah. Interesting. So I wonder what I need to actually use here then. I mean, in a run length encoding thing, I wonder if it's possible that I would need to refer to the struct inside the struct. Because there's going to be a limit to how much there's going to be a maximum number of this run length. There's going to be a maximum number. It's the size of the size of an int. But if the actual run is longer than that maximum value, I'd have to have some way of encoding that there's more than one. That the run kind of continues after that value. Could a 4declare work to not have to type the struct inside the struct? So write it out twice. I'm not quite sure. Quite understand the question. The structure reference itself. Cool. If I have more than 1 gigabyte of one value. Yeah, I know, but I mean, I suppose it's so you're saying you just don't care about that case. It's not a case that it's practically worth bothering about. See what happens here. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter. Because I've typed def that, I can put struct if I want, but I don't have to, I think. Okay, so yeah, I think I've got a better understanding of structs now. You know, a full gig of stuff that's one value. Right. Invented our relief from school. But look, I know that there's a single push scheme. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds cool to me. It's probably going to be the most interesting thing I've made so far, if I manage to make it. Yeah. Let's see though. So we're making an RLE. say it's got to store the value and the length. Just kill this function. And let's could make it a long int or long. Could do. It's possible. So string. I mean, actually, part of this is part of it's going to be like loading a file. Should I bother with that bit of it? I suppose actually I should probably should bother with it. So there must be something encoding on the data. So data's a good word. I presume the data's that bit. Gotta be robust. Who knows? You might use it in a century. Yeah. Indeed. By then we might be on like 256-bit CPUs. So. Yeah, right. So basically, an unsigned short is probably good enough for the length. That sounds good enough to me. So how many bits have we got in this thing then? I'm pretty sure a car is 8 bits, isn't it? Could actually just check, couldn't I? So that's 1 byte. Standard int.h. Yeah, I kind of can't be bothered, honestly. Yeah, I prefer to use as few libraries as I can, really. If anything to be honest, it's probably as box CPUs because they will look good enough in most use case fronts. I really don't. No, I've got no idea, honestly. I'm actually right in saying that that's how you find the size of a car. I think I am right, aren't I? Unsigned shorts. So is a library which compile differences in the heading. Okay. Include it even if you don't link against the CRT. Okay. Can I actually, if I can open it up, I think it's in user share. Oh no, it's user include, isn't it? Standard int. So this is going to pull in this stuff. So it defines these guys. Yeah. So unsigned short int. So you were saying you went 16 underscore. Yeah, you're saying this guy. I mean, I suppose I could just type def it myself. You went 8 underscore t. Is the unsigned car. Yeah, I mean, I could just do that myself, couldn't I? Like so. Does that map? Yeah, I'll just tally with what I found. So it's 8 bits, 16 bits. Well, portable to use the header. Oh, interesting. Because of the if it isn't defined stuff, you mean? Oh right, yeah, this kind of stuff. How does standard page work? Does every compiler write it fine for their compiler the correct type to correspond to that? I mean, I suppose at the moment I'm not super. Whoa, what's all this stuff? I was gonna say I'm not super bothered about portability. This looks kind of interesting though. Fast 16 min. Minimum fast signed integral types. How are these the same value? Fast 16 min and fast 32 min are the same value in both cases, and down here too. Have you got any idea what that means, chaps? I mean, I'm not even sure I know what a fast signed integral type means. Could actually look that up, I suppose. Just about fast there. Probably means register size. Okay. Right, Zach, how's it going? Indeed. Programming practice, just looking through the standard int.h. 64 bits. Well, I started off by doing a 4coder setup, which is a bit of a hack. basically I wanted it to, when I do Alt M, I wanted it to build the current file. So I didn't touch the 4coder custom. What I did with Will's help was I just made a build.sh file. I made this guy, and that's just a symlink that it just links to that just links to, it's just hard coded to do that, to link to that. And then rle.e is that's also hard coded to build this. So rather than doing my nifty little current file and then kind of substituting the current file and taking off the extension, it's just hard coded. But I will have to tweak the custom at some point. And then after doing that, I'm kind of looking at run length encoding. And got sidetracked looking at the looking at this guy, standard ints. So what were you saying again? The 64 versus minus 92233. Yeah, I've kind of gone away, haven't I? So fast is here. 92. Oh right, yeah, 92. Got you right. 92233. This thing. Try again. Right, this. Oh right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, I suppose yeah, like I said, I'm not too bothered about portability at the moment. I'm kind of more bothered about just learning the principle of run length encoding. What's going on here? Is this like a tab? Can I do tabs? That's interesting. In fact, I better put some music on so I can actually hear if my thing cuts out. It's quite interesting. Can we actually... Oops. I mean, I can't insert a tab here. They don't exist in 4K. That's pretty cool then. So, in copying this from standardint.h, I've just managed to get a hacked tab into 4coder. That's possibly a bug, maybe? Is it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna nuke it. But yeah, I just need to do that. In fact, hang on a minute, type def. Oh yeah, sorry, it is a type def. Yeah, I was gonna say, rather than type def, doing a define, but it's not quite a define, is it? Because you want to be able to do this. What do you think about that? C8 car. And then an I-16. Bit of an odd, it's a bit of an odd size for a struct though, isn't it? 'Cause it's not really aligned, I don't think. Could probably do with having data be a C18, but I can't do that, can I? Can't have a. I don't think C18s exist, do they? C16 rather. I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of a bit. It's a bit further down the road that I need to bother about that. I have also, by the way, gone over my time that I was thinking of doing. It'll get padded out to 4 anyway. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, 4 bytes. Yeah, car's just an int. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the length of an int. Or also just the actual sort of, like the actual encoding of them is just the same, isn't it? Because you can like print F a car as an int and vice versa. Yeah. Let's continue though. Let's just see if I can get something resembling something happening. I don't need to do this anymore, I don't believe. In fact, what I could do is I could. Yeah, okay, right. Let's just. This is going to be my string. This is going to be my. Well, it's not really a run, it's a. This is going to be my string. But I'm going to produce if you just does operation on. Interesting, is that true? I want to make as many things before 32 bits. So does that apply to entire structs? You know, whether it's 32 or 64. So like if this struct was 32 bits, say like there's another C8 here. Would the CPU prefer this? I mean, would it treat it as a full unit? Or would it only work on individual values? So like if you had an i32. Drug card claims a 64-bit floating point number 30. Represent speed. Okay. I have no idea. Yeah, I suppose the question there was, yeah, is that 32-bitness? Is that just for individual things? I suppose it must be just for individual things, because you can't do computations on entire structs. I don't know, am I dropping frames? I'm not. Drop frames is 0. Look at the cam, by the way. It's a bit. I'm lit, kind of weirdly. I mean, I have a bit of a bad internet connection. I'm uploading at that speed, like about 100. Okay. While you're taking a look, I will have a look at this. Let's see if I can get this string like a nice length. So it could be cool to do it like that. So let me just see if I can print this string. Is that correct? I think it's correct. Yeah. Just double check something here. Yeah, right. What I just want to do. Yeah, this is of course. It's obviously going to put in the spaces, which I don't want because it'd interfere with the run. Yeah. So basically, what I want this to do is I want it to go into the string. I want it to store what the current character is. And how many of those characters it's seen. Go on to the next one and see if it matches the previous thing. If it does, increment the counter. If it doesn't, I want it to have stored the encoding for that character. So can I declare in here? I can't remember. I can. Actually, it's not that. It's just this, I think. Pretty sure this is correct. Hello, Jay. How's it going? I think this might be your first time at a Miblo stream, possibly. Whether it is or not, you're very welcome. I'm just to tell you what I'm up to. I'm just making a run length encoding function. Well, not a function, just the whole thing, the whole program is going to be a run length encoding thing. And I'm doing it in 4coder, you might recognise. Although I've lost the top there. Usually miss them. It's the first one for months and months and months. The last one I did was January. It's either January or possibly even just the end of last December. For programming streams, that is. But I have been doing annotation streams a bit more regularly. Phone still isn't fixed properly. Not sure where my phone is. I think my phone's upstairs. And there isn't much of it to be fixed, to be broken. Got to keep up the program practice. I have. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with a bit of luck, if I do, I mean, was just actually planning to do 30 minutes today, because that was what Mike said, like at HandmadeCon 2015. Mike Acton's advice was do 30 minutes of programming practice a day and throw it away, and that's what I wanted to do last year, if you remember. But I just kept going. I just kept I was doing like 2-hour 3-hour streams, and by the looks of it I'm kind of on course to do the same again. But I was hoping today to do just 30 minutes, but it's just too exciting, isn't it? Programming, man. It's just you just, once you've started, you just can't stop. Actually, I'd just better check if my own channel has got any activity. No. This thing. Nope. So before I do anything fancy, I'm just going to literally, for each of these things, I'm just going to print out the character in that string. Print the character in the string with a new line. I think that should be alright. Yeah, and of course it's a car, isn't it? You'll have to kind of forgive me here, because I'm doing, I'm a total beginner. I kind of have to learn everything, really, so I'm going to be doing stuff that's super basic. And what is going on here, though? I'm sure that I can... Oh, is that all I needed to do? No, it isn't. Or is it this? It's not that. That will always evaluate to true. I should just be iterating through this until there's no more string. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah. This string. No. I can do... That's less than the string length of string. Yeah, but I kind of thought that I didn't need to compare I against that. I bet that I don't actually have the necessary header, yeah. String plus plus. While string. I mean, yeah, that's true. I could do it as a while. Yeah, I'm not sure I've actually done a while loop before, so that could be fun. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah, that's the point. Because as I'm iterating through, actually it's just... Yeah, as I'm iterating through, how would I know which one I'm up to? Surely you do need an I. Yeah, I do need that, don't I? Unless you don't need to have a count for it. Which seems to be the case, isn't it? Like that keeps on incrementing. So this keeps track of it already, I presume. No. So what have I got here again? I've got RLE. So let's first of all let's initialize my RLE. Last card of any string is null, yeah. Yeah, it's actually this, isn't it? Sorry, it's that. Or is it actually this? No. That, I think. Run length. So the first run. A run is always going to be is this how you do it? We'll see. It's always going to be at least one. It's length and data. The last card of any C string is that. Oh yeah, read that. Basically, using a card, yeah, decent card, moving on to the next one, yeah. Gotcha. Actually, I suppose the question here then is, I am going to need a count, aren't I? To go through this thing. I think, aren't I? You know, I'm going to want some sort of iterator. I'm going to want to be able to do this. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to want this kind of thing going on. I might, actually. Because basically I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna first of all say I need an array of RLE elements. Right, okay. You can store the number of elements in the array. Okay. So RLE elements. So an RLE element is going to be the full-on RLE, the full RLE struct. So what you're saying is you want to have run length array. Is this kind of what you're saying? Still the number of elements in the array. Run length. No. That's true. Oh, they're unts. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so rather than doing it like that, you're basically saying, you're giving it an actual thing. An actual length. Well, I mean, if I'm doing that... Oh no, actually, this is another thing I have to kind of remember. Can I do length equals? Can I do this? Not quite sure what I'm up to here. Oh, it's this guy. Right, yeah. So basically the question is, can I do this? I can do that. Apparently. So I'm actually making the array and I'm storing the number of elements in the array. I mean, although strictly speaking I could do size of elements, couldn't I? Might just quickly define my size of thing. How do I do this again? You just take something and you go do this. It's kind of like that, isn't it? Just double check that. Array count. Size of array divided by size of array. The 0th element. Yeah. That's what I've got, I think. Just double check that that is going to work. Array count. In fact, rather than doing that whole rigmarole, printf. Will this work? It won't. That's interesting. Length. What am I trying to do here? Array count. Let's actually try on string. Right. Yeah, fine, that is working. Jesus. Why is it LU though, I wonder? I don't remember that. Oh, actually, maybe I didn't bother to do this. Maybe I didn't bother to print out the array count. That is quite possible. Yeah. So yeah, rather than declaring it, I mean, I suppose which would be the better way? I mean, this array count is a computation, isn't it? I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. And again, guys, you just gotta forgive me, forgive the tedium. Everything is a bit of an adventure. And that's doing nothing. Yeah, okay, so it's constant. That's true, yeah. Does Clang actually show you which macro an error comes from? I think it did, didn't it? How did I get that? I think it's by doing this, wasn't it? Yeah. Expanded from macro array count. Yeah, and it also figured out something from length as well. So yeah, it does show you which macro an error comes from. I think that's one of the things people like about Clang actually, is the error messages. But it's the only thing I've really used, so I suppose I'm just used to it. You know, I don't know any better or worse. These are the best C compiler. Okay, so we're back to this situation here. It's constant. Oh, the size of computation, you're saying? Need a bit of MSV Clang. Possibly, yeah. Unless one of the handmade debuggers does it for you. I'm not actually sure who's doing a Windows debugger. I think the 8th Mage is doing a Windows debugger. Not sure what compilers he's supporting there. So you've got this length. So you're saying the length is going to be, the length is a number of encodings. Doing it with MSVC. So I'm going to have 4,096 encodings. Yeah. yeah, I mean, on the Linux side, I'm super excited for Fiery Drake's debugger. And also, Captain Craft is doing a Linux debugger as well. I hope he's announced it. I think he's announced it. I'm just giving confidential information over. Yeah, okay, so we've got encoding elements. We're going to have 4096 of these elements. So an array of elements. Let's just fill in the first element. Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me. I mean, I suppose I am going to have to do it in the while loop. Yeah, and it's this then, isn't it? I think this was the question. Length. Oh no. I mean, there are going to be... Oh, wait. You just do this, don't you? Or do you? No, you don't. No. Because you could be on the same element. Because one element could contain information on multiple strings. So really what we're saying is, when you get into the while loop on the strings, you want to get into another loop to go through the elements. Is that correct? I mean, it could be the other way around actually. It could be that the outer loop is on the elements and the inner loop is on the string. Because basically, let's just talk this through. Essentially, all I wanted to do is I want this thing to come into string and look at this and store it along with the count. Then go on to the next and see if it's the same. So what does that mean? I suppose the best way actually is to just write it out. Could this be correct? Will this compile? No. Cannot increment value with RLE. Okay. Interesting. Is that a structure or union? Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that these aren't the right way around anyway. I'm kind of feeling that you want to have your outer loop be the elements, and then the inner loop looping over strings, until the string is different, until the character is different. That's kind of what I feel would be the better way. So, elements. But how do I do that? Right. Okay, it's probably something like this, actually, isn't it? What's actually in the elements thing again? Length and data. Neopiece, hello. How's it going? Well, let's just see if this actually compiles. No. Now what's it saying? Elements of data. It's not a structural union, so yeah, it really doesn't want me to be able to loop through those at all. I'm not quite sure I understand why either. Because I've got an array of these things. Gotta head out for a while. Alright, Will, see you in a bit. Cheers for your help. And for hanging around and being cool. And for giving me conflu. Cheers. Wi-Fi is no longer B. I think that's a good thing, isn't it? Wi-Fi no longer being B. Because that is actually I think that is an internet service provider. The internet. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, okay, so I'm not really understanding why I can't loop over the elements, basically. I'm a bit unfamiliar with while loops as well, actually, so I think I will just regress to doing this. Pretty sure that you can just, it's like while the pointer to two elements is not null. Actually, I suppose I could actually hack it, couldn't I? I could just say, while that is less than length. Can't remember which way around I used to do this. I think it was ++I. And then once I'm in here, I basically want to kind of say well, actually, yeah, I mean, these guys, they're not even initialized. Is that the problem that I've got here? No, it's not. No, the problem was that I couldn't. The problem was that I couldn't start to iterate through them in order to, you know, kind of populate them. So I'm trying to populate. I'm trying to populate elements with the data and the length of that data. God, this is so kind of weird for me to think of. I mean, it is the first time I've used a struct before. Tharsic, hello. We are doing run length encoding here, by the way. Well, I say we're doing run length encoding. We are. The topic of the day is run length encoding. But we're kind of just trying to figure out how to. Well, we're kind of learning how to do structs. And to actually kind of set these things up. Yeah. So this is my string. This is my test string that I basically want to run length encode. I encode what the value is and how many times that value appears consecutively. So my struct, it has, I need to keep reminding myself, data and length. Okay, data and length. And these are part of, these are actually kind of like this. I think. Pretty sure that you access them like that. So yeah, right. So elements date. I want to come in here, right? And I want to say when I come in here, actually now I'm mentioning it. It's not really. It's not like 4096 because this is like the length. This is the length that I've reserved for the encoding thing. That isn't really the length that I'm after. It's really. It's until I've exhausted the string. I think. But let's see if I can do. Right, yeah, elements data I is going to be equal to I don't know. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let us actually do this. So that I've just got kind of populating an array or populating an element of a struct into my vocabulary. Right. Yeah, I mean even this isn't correct. Let's just do eyes, or let's just do. Oh, again, it's just this, isn't it? While string, it's just that again. Oh yeah, but now, what is the output of the encoding of my string? That's a good question actually. I haven't really got there yet. I don't know. I mean, I suppose. I mean, the struct is this. It's length and data. I suppose it would. It'd kind of be. Well, for this thing, the first one is going to be 4. But since it's since length is 16, it might be 04, and the data is only 8. So basically, what this would mean. Full zeros. Yeah, pretty much that. Oh, that's kind of interesting, actually. Yeah, okay. So you're actually pushing. So when you start an element, you actually kind of do a sprintf, and you kind of push that onto the element. And that kind of feels a bit like it feels. I mean, I won't say it feels like an unnecessary character, but since I'm already kind of, I've already got a character spare here, kind of. I mean, I think if you were to do it exactly like this, so like if you're going to do this, so you're going to say the length is that, and what that is that, then the next thing is going to be, what was it, 2, 1. I mean, would it be opening? Can I actually declare it? Can I initialize it, rather? I don't think I can I? Could you do something like that? Since every other is 1, then 0, then 1. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I suppose for this case, yeah, you could just make it like a toggle. You just want to know the first set of values is either 0 or 1, and then it alternates from there. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, actually, I might do that. Yeah, I do like that idea. I mean, the actual plan is to make it support more than that, but this could be a good starting point. So then what you're just saying is inefficient to store what the data is. So you're just storing the length. Or rather, you want to know the first set of values. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I think that kind of totally does away with it does away with the struct, I think. So you basically write out to the file you kind of do a kind of a sprintf on whatever the first value is. And then you the first time will be special, saying this starts with a 0, 1, then output 4, 2. So it's only 4, 0. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So, yeah, let's just kill this struct, I presume. I think I'm right in saying that I can kill that. And this. The array count. I don't know if I need that. So in order to do this, I need to be able to loop through all the elements, through all the characters in this string. So let's start with that. I need to be able to do this. I need to be able to loop through all those. And I want to say if string is equal to 0, I want to kind of do a sprint f, and I need kind of like a car to say what the output is. The actual it's the actual encoding, isn't it? Right, actually, yeah. I think this is the thing that Will was saying, that there's going to be like a length of it. Is that correct? Possibly, I don't know. So if that is 0, I want to is sprintf even the correct thing to use? It's kind of like encoding. Is equal to that. Yeah, I think. Better actually do this correctly. If that else. I could actually probably do with just checking that sprintf is the right thing. Like, I have used it. For outputting to, well, for constructing a string, basically. And I think that is what I want to do, isn't it? I think I do want to be constructing a string. Up to stand. Right, the character string. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that is kind of what I want to be doing. I think. Includes the use of neither undercode identifier RLE. Where's that? On line 35. Oh, it's just all this bullshit. Okay. And that's probably not needed either. Too few arguments to function call expected at least 2. Okay. What does it take? Oh right, it's filling up. I need to pass it which string to fill. But then, yeah, if it's that, is that correct? Point zones. Okay, so that's kind of worked. It's compiled at least. What have I got down here? It's just kind of stuff I don't need, I don't think. So while that right, let me just try and printf encoding. I mean, this probably isn't correct. I probably want to actually do it in the loop, probably. Segmentation fault. Okay, tell you what, rather than doing a while, let's just do this. That's sex faulting as well. It's interesting, I wonder why. Am I just not iterating through it correctly or something? Caused by a write memory access. Address points to the 0 page. So it's probably when it's trying to write to encoding, it's saying it can't. Wonder why. If string is equal to that. So I've initialized this. I've given it 4096. Given it a length of that. Oh, there's no debug symbols. I mean, it's usually when I kind of do loops that I end up with segfaults. But I'm not doing a loop, am I? Let's just see if I can get to there without dying. Okay, so I haven't died yet. So he's found that... Oh. Hang on a minute. Why didn't it think that that was 0? Because it is, isn't it? Isn't the first number 0? If string... So that if the first element of string is a 0, I'm not quite sure. I don't understand that. Yeah, right. So it's when it tries to do the sprint after it segfaults. Well, I'll tell you what. Rather than doing sprintf, let's just do. Let's just set that. Set the. Let's just set the encoding to equal to 0. I mean, this is totally incorrect, I think. But let's just see what happens. It's quite encouraging when stuff doesn't error. Yeah, I don't really understand why that's not zero. Because the first element of string. Because if is it actually this? Is that what I want? No, it's not. Index provide point operand. If it's equal to, oh, hang on a second. It's actually, that's what it is, isn't it? It's actually a string compare thing. That's what the problem is, I think. Yeah, is that? Let's just see if I can cast it. So that did find it. If I don't cast it, does that still find it? It does. Right. So that was my problem. Let's just actually double check that. Okay, brilliant. Alright. So if that is equal to that, then the encoding is equal to this. Actually, let's just to actually fully in fact, it's not going to be that then, is it? It's going to be something like this, I think. Yeah, right. Awesome. So this is actually kind of making a bit of sense to me. So the next thing is going to be trying to yeah, it's sprint F, isn't it? I do want to be able to sprint F into encoding. Like, I do want to be able to do that. Does that even work? No. Does this segfault? Yeah, it does. I am not sure that I am understanding sprint F. And because I've been going for 2 hours, which is like my traditional length, I think I'll call it there and resume another time. But what have we done today? We have successfully got this to build from within 4coder. Although I will want to do that properly. Get the build thing so it actually just looks at the current file. We have successfully included that. So this is the first time I've actually typed def stuff as well. That's the old array count that I used to do. I mean, I did earlier have a struct in here, which is a new addition. And I learned that you can't reference a struct inside itself without putting struct at the start of it inside the struct. And then here, yeah, just lost with printf. And I have a good idea for how to actually encode this now, thanks to Tharsuk. If I'm just doing the ones and zeros, you can just start off the encoding thing, and then you just assume that when it's not the same thing, you know, as you go through the string, when it changes, you know that it just goes to the other one, like 1 rather than 0, and vice versa. So instead of actually storing that number, you just store, as Tharsuk says, you just store the starting thing and then the length of that. So I think, yeah, with that I think I'll call it. And start again with this idea. So thank you very much for watching Heroes and Heroines, and see you at the next one. Farewell for now.